Good morning. It's Monday, July 15th. National Respect Canada Day, which is different than July 1st's Canada Day. This is just a day to, appreciate Canada. And I think that's nice. It's nice to appreciate, And now, the news. We start how we start here in America, with one person dead, 3 people injured, including 2 critically, after a shooter, who is also dead, opened fire at Trump's rally on Saturday. I am, of course, talking about the still developing story that on Saturday afternoon, 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks attempted to assassinate former President Trump at a rally in Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. Now, there are a million more questions than answers, but from eyewitness statements, here is what we know so far, as of this recording. I'm recording on Sunday evening. Shortly after Trump took the stage, at least 2 rally-goers noticed a man, Crooks, army crawling onto the roof across the street from the stage while holding a rifle. Crooks was pointed out to police officers. One officer started climbing up a ladder to approach him, but Crooks pointed his rifle at the officer, and then the officer retreated down the ladder. Crooks then fired about 8 shots, hitting Trump in the top of his right ear, as well as others in the crowd. Secret Service then pulled Trump off the stage, though not without Trump doing a fist pump in the air, and worked, frankly, at times, it appeared to be against Trump to get him into the car and away from the rally. I'm not trying to suggest anything, I'm just saying what the videos looked like. Secret Service also fired at and killed Crooks. In the crowd, a 50-year-old former fire chief died after using his body to shield his wife and daughter. The 2 other critically shot attendees are now stable. This is now being investigated as domestic terrorism. A motive is still not known, and what's being described as suspicious devices were found in Crooks' car and home. His family is cooperating with the investigation. It is being described as a lone wolf attack, meaning that what happened on Saturday with Crooks is not a threat any longer. Crooks is a registered Republican. It is also believed that he donated $15 to Act Blue, a liberal-leaning group where his donation was earmarked for something called the Progressive Turnout Project, which is a national group that tries to turn out Democrats to go vote. Now, those are 2 things you're going to hear talked about a lot, though, because they are complicated and diametrically opposed, while they are certainly facts, I'm not sure how particularly illuminating they are, nor how helpful conversations about those facts will be. Still, those are the facts about what happened. That is what we know right now. We may learn more information. We may not. We may never have a full picture of what drove Crooks to do what he did. That means people are going to start looking for a reason, because that is what people do after events like this. Just because somebody not every thought needs to be an outside thought is what I want to say about that. You know what I mean? And somebody else having an outside thought does not mean that you need to engage with it. Someone posted online that the picture of Trump, blood on his face, fist in the air, was a moment where things have changed, but you're not sure how yet. And here is the part of the episode where I was kind of hoping that maybe I wouldn't need to do this episode at all. Like maybe my mic would break or something and I'd be really bummed because it was not cheap, but I could just conveniently not need to do this episode today because I don't know what to say. I had a lot of really lovely conversations over the weekend, and it thrills and confuses me to no end that people listen to this show, that people listen to me, that people reach out to me in moments like this and want to know what I'm thinking. That's an honor and confusing. And right now I really don't know what to say. This changes everything and also nothing. Political violence should have no place in the world, and yet we see it constantly. When I talk about shootings on the show, I say we start how we start here in America because these shootings are far too common. This is a very American problem, both the fact that there was a shooting on Saturday and that it happened at a political rally. Now, that's not so common, but it's not all that surprising. In response to the shootings, there have been attempts, mostly from Republicans, to try and blame this on Democrats and the dangerous rhetoric on the left. Marjorie Taylor Greene is having a lot of big feelings. It's the media's fault. It's Biden's fault. It's the Democrats' fault at large. Secret Service didn't do enough. People are posting that they are surprised to know that women are in the Secret Service. And some of those posts don't sound like they don't think that this all could have been prevented if the Secret Service was a man-only club. Lots of big feelings are happening. Although, going back to Marjorie Taylor Greene, her pinned tweet from April of 2022 is, quote, "Today and every day is 1776. Never give up our freedoms. Never let the left steal them away. Be a watchman on the wall and stay on guard every single second of every single day, because the left will stop at nothing until they destroy our faith, our families, and our freedoms." And although she spelled every day as one word, the point is not a very embarrassing typo. The fact is that her pinned tweet is telling her followers that people are out to get them specifically, and they need to be a watchman on the wall every single second of every single day. And I don't know at this exact moment that I really want to have a conversation about like passing and placing blame, but it would be disingenuous to not mention that the leaders of one political party do often celebrate violence, including making fun of Nancy Pelosi's husband for almost being beaten to death by someone that was there for Nancy, lamenting that those who attempted to kidnap Michigan's Governor Gretchen Whitmer were charged at all, and believe that those who are in jail for storming the Capitol are political prisoners. But it's the Democrats' fault, apparently, for calling Trump and the danger he poses a threat to our future. Here's the thing. Please hear what I'm about to tell you. Two things can be true at once. What happened to Trump can be absolutely unacceptable. Full stop. It is. And also, Trump continues to be a threat to the future of our country. No good comes from what happened over the weekend. None at all. But I saw a lot of people talking online about how this election is sealed. Now, it's over. It's not. That's not the case. It is not over. This election has not been decided yet. This nation deserves better than Trump, and it deserves better than us simply tossing our hands up. This is a moment that requires us to be thoughtful in the way that we proceed. Ballots over bullets. Voting over violence. We have decisions to make right now about what kind of country we want to be and what kind of people we want to be. We are a nation born of violence. We read about it in our history books, and we watch it play out every single day. Political violence is a part of our past. It does not need to be a part of our future. Saying we all need to come together and hold hands is a nice episode of a WB show, aka my favorite kind of show. That's not really possible right now. That's a sweet idea. It's not a helpful piece of advice. And listen, who am I? Who cares what I think? What do I know? But all I've thought about all weekend is how to move forward after this. And here's where I'm at right now. Right now, we need to have thoughtful and rational, nuanced conversations. It is okay to say that you are sorry he got shot while also talking about what a threat his politics and a second term of his presidency pose to this country. It is okay to say that you are sorry he got shot while also agreeing that the rhetoric on the right is dangerous. Not that on the left that rhetoric is perfect, but again, nuanced, thoughtful conversations. That's what we need to have right now. Your personal conversations, your public posts, they might not fix everything, but they might be able to turn the temperature down in your own community. And that is helpful. That makes a difference. So that's right now. That's what we can do, is be having thoughtful conversations. We can be careful with our words as we move forward. And then in November, we can cast our ballots against Trump and Project 25. We can reject the violence of the weekend while also rejecting the everything Trump stands for. Those are two things that are really, really important to be doing right now. So that's where I'm at. I hope that I'm not breaking the news from Saturday to you this Monday morning. That'd be wild if so. And that's it. That's the news. Be good to others. Be good to yourself. I'm proud of you.